Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about debate. Naturally, Friday we run a very interesting show. It's all about debate and debating activities. Debate actually help us to improve our analytical skills, improve our communication skill, uh, helps to behave in a logical way. Specifically, debate is very helpful for improving your communication skill. There are very few things we're going to discuss about debate. Debate is a very big topic, many argument and many things we need to understand, and specifically we have to analyze many points. Let's say today I do work on gender inequality, so we can do debate on gender inequality. Maybe we can do debate on artificial intelligence applications. So it's everything must need to be argumentative, component of an arguments. Claim the argument you want to make. Debaters call this the tag. Should be a complete, persuasive sentence. Should present the argument and why it matter. Example: the affirmative plan cannot solve. There is no proof that the plan will reduce the risk of wire. Component of an argument: data, the evidence that is read to prove the claim. Written evidence should come from credible, published source. Analytical proof can be based on logical, general knowledge, and evidence already in the debate. So many things we have to face. We need evidence. We need to be logical. We need to be realistic. Component of an argument: warrant, the why a claim is true. Do you have a warrant? Visual, there is a claim, there is a warrant, and there is a specific data. Why to answer an argument? Logical argument, logical refutations. Emotional argument equals to emotional refutations. This is actually a very important thing. So I want to hear from our students how what is logical argument. Can you give me an example of logical argument? Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, can you hear me?
Not very well. Thank you, Mr. President. I can't hear you very well. You are on and off.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now you are a bit clearer.
Okay, I just want to know, do you have any idea about debate?
Thank you so much. I've heard about debate for quite some time, as long as I can remember. We used to have debates in right from young years when I was in primary school, and in the early years when I was in high school. And we could debate on various issues. And as you clearly said, it helped us so much to have a good command of the subjects that we were talking about and the communication skills. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Angela, ma'am, do you want to share anything about debating skills, or what do you mean by argument?
From my side, as far as I can remember, I remember in my high school years where debating was part of the clubs that the school would wish us to engage in, and we would be given different topics, and people would come up with debates, and then they would kind of come up with a winner and something of the kind. In the recent times, as I watch news, I've seen when presidential elections are just about to be held, we usually have presidential debates, and you can pick a few issues here and there where candidates are trying to present their cases of what they would wish to do and what they would wish to change against the other candidate. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Uh, Mr. Mutabazi, do you
Yes,
have?
thank
Yes.
yes, thank you, Mr. President. According to me, in my previous years when I was in high school, we were having the different debate topics where it concerned or it comprises of the opposer side, proposer side with judges. This debate were encouraging us to improve our communication skills, even improve our skills in different on the different topics. So far, it was very functional to us, and this is also used in the different way of clarifying the different things in conflict resolutions and others. Mr. President, I'd like to thank you, Lena. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to add more interesting aspects. Let's say debate actually help you to understand different culture, different views, different activities, different topics. And most important thing is that debate actually help you to uh, get more mature things, more specific things, more reliable things with a perfect strategy. What is perfect strategy? Let's say when we bring a case, let's say we are discussing about application of artificial intelligence in manufacturing industry. So this kind of artificial intelligence we know, we understand, and we figure out that this artificial intelligence may be not may be helpful for our job. On the other hand, it may not be helpful for our job. Maybe strategically we can apply some thoughtful process in artificial intelligence. Specifically, the strategy, how it will be helpful or how it will be harmful for us. So when we do debate, it's actually help us to understand the critical component of artificial intelligence, as well as we can understand the social, economical, even though policy applications of artificial intelligence. So it's from both of the sides. You know, thesis and antithesis actually synthesis. So if we want to apply for thesis and antithesis, so synthesis actually help me to understand different kind of factors. So that's why I request, like, debating actually help you to manage a critical component. Some point I ask questions to people. It does not means I disrespect him. It's mean I want to hear a logical explanation. I ask you a question. What does it mean? It mean I want a logical response from you. Same thing when you go for IELTS PT or OET level exam. So they will ask you question. Ask you question means they want to understand the depth of knowledge you have, the depth of analysis you have. You understand what I mean? So this is the particular way of improvement. This is the particular way of getting objective of your life. So that's why I believe that if you arrange more debate, if you do debate, it's actually help your communication skills. So how it's grow your communication skills? Because you have to read more and more, more and more. When you read more, you understand more. When you read more, you can get more knowledge. When you have knowledge, you can analyze more things. When you have analytical ability, you can apply it. So let's say I want to give you a topic. This house believe that AI will be helpful for us. So first I request Mr. Alex, what will be your logical argument for artificial intelligence? You can discuss for or you can discuss against. So you can share your view with us.
Uh, Thank you, Mr. President, once again. As you have clearly indicated in your brief, that it does help us manage the critical components in terms of the depth of knowledge, in terms of the analysis, and the analytical ability of someone. So I've, for example, seen a situation where, in the current situation, we have, like in courts, for example, you have the lawyers, and someone has a case, and the judge has to be there to make a ruling on that particular case. So you'll have several lawyers who are debating on an issue, and there is usually a very thin line between the two sides. So they normally go for based on the argument of the and the evidence provided by the best lawyer, but more so in terms of how well he argued that particular case. I've also seen in parliament, for example, across the globe, we have areas whereby people are advocating for some laws to be passed within that particular setup, and people come up with points which you need to have people to engage and support the idea. So it all depends on how well you present your case and you argue that case. Yeah, it should clearly be with a wealth of knowledge, well analyzed, and you will get support as needed. I think for now, I'll just briefly say that. Thank you.
Thank you. Christine, do you have any idea about debate, or Madam Angela, what you want to share about debating right now? Madam Angela,
Thank you, Mr. President.
devotee.
Uh,
Mhm.
Thank you, Mr. President. With my experience with debate, I think artificial intelligence is key because this gives you an in-depth analysis of what you are actually debating for or against. And then it brings out critically the main points that you'd want to the main points that you want to pass across, such that the audience will have the clear picture of what you're trying to talk about. So actually, in both sides, whether you are for the debate or against the debate, artificial intelligence still remains a key, because you really have to prove your points and convince the crowd or convince the panel of your points that you're trying to put across. Thank you.
Excellent. Uh, Diani, basically we are discussing about debate. We are discussing about different argumentative point. So what you want to share with us?
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, everyone. So I would point and emphasize on professionalism matters. Yes, argument is part of the bridge to embrace success. So we must accept argument as part of key which can allow us to achieve our goals or success. So in our daily works, in our daily ties, we meet such argument, but we must learn how to take it so that it can destroy part of our work or part of our spring plans. That's just short which I need to share. For instance, now we are preparing to do ESS exam. Some of us or ATP exam. Also, we are preparing to some. Yeah, we're preparing to. We are preparing and committed to succeed this exam so that we can achieve the success. We can have this job we are looking for. So we must prepare as also if any part might come in argument, also to know how to address it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's say if we want to do some discussion on sustainable development goal. So what topic we can discuss? Diani, what is your advice?
Mm, uh, for me, I can just emphasize on technology and infrastructure. This is what no time needed.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Excellent.
because Africa no time we really need job creation, but particular through technology, because due to COVID challenges, we see that opportunity which we may embrace. Furthermore, is technology, digital matters, where we can have more skills, how we can create job in through technology, which can succeed to many Africans, yeah, in all sectors, particularly in health sectors. When I mean technology and infrastructure, is that we need to improve technology infrastructures in health sector, which is also very important, not only in Rwanda but across Africa. Thank you.
Mr. Mutabazi, what you want to share about technology? Specifically, I want to learn more from you about African technological advancement. Mutabazi, can you unmute?
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me, please? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Um, I'm just saying by this, like whom I am, I'm a healthcare provider. We actually need technology in a part of our daily working basis because we are using our manual ways. But for example, in Europe and America, even in some part of Asia, I think they have a more experienced in technology than us. We would like to have more experience by sharing with you, even others from the different continents. I think we will acquire more knowledge from there. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Christine, what you want to add about technology? Especially, I want to learn more about technological infrastructure in Africa.
Sorry, thank you. Thank you. I was disgusted about the last topic about debate, but I can give my advice about technology. Uh, Here in Rwanda, we are coming from analog world to digital world. Um, we are we are doing about our technology and the ministry. Then there is Ministry of Youth is empowering the technology all over in every sector, specifically in education, in health, and so on. In infrastructures, they are facilitating the infrastructure so that we can have access to every technology like virtual realities and so on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. More or less, I can understand that you have basic idea, but need to improve your skill. So I request everyone, please do regular practice on IELTS or OET, especially one reading test, one writing test, one listening test, and one uh, uh, like analytical test. So this is the way we can improve. And Madam Diani, if you can give me a guideline that when our students want to attend in the exam, the deadlines and the registration I want. So thank you everyone for joining today's
Yeah.
session.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. President. If you can give me just 2 minutes, yeah, I would give overview of how what time they are preparing. Like I have some of them, like Mr. Anthony is here.
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
I think you can discuss later in offline. I think Diani has problem with internet. So thank you everyone for joining today's session. See you next week.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
President.
President.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Next weekend.